Now asking the question, are you ready? Please help me welcome Plano police officer, certified speaking professional, and block party dancer. That would be Officer Chris Bianez.
Imagine that you're having a wonderful day, and then you hear this. Your ability to respond immediately and decisively can determine whether you live or die. If you're going to give up some precious family time to be here tonight, thank goodness this topic is something important to you and especially important for those who love and care about you, because today we're talking about, are you ready in the event of an active shooter? My name is Chris Bianez. I've been a police officer in Plano, Texas for over 20 years, and I have the best job in the department. For the past 10 years, my full-time assignment is professional speaking, helping organizations protect their people and property. And I've delivered thousands of programs to corporations, associations, places of worship, as well as schools on personal safety, property safety, identity theft, frauds, and scams, protecting children, and active shooter. Now, if I only had time to share one strategy to help you in the event of an active shooter, this would be the message to remember. If you ever hear this, or worse, you need to do your best Forrest Gump impersonation and run, Forrest, run. Now, since my name is Be Honest, like don't lie, let me just spit the truth. The best thing that we can do to bring an active shooting to the end is to get law enforcement on scene. But here's the challenge. 5 minutes is the average time nationwide that police arrive. And during that critical time, research has shown there's some things that you can do to greatly increase your chance of survival. And that's what we're talking about tonight. So we're going to talk first about the importance of having a survivor mindset. And then we're going to talk about the 3 strategies that you should follow in the event of an active shooter. Okay, survival mindset. I learned this over 20 years ago in the police academy, and I never forgot it. It's simply this: I'm going home tonight. If you have something better, keep that. If you don't have anything, adopt this one or adapt it to something that works for you. Having a survivor mindset, something that gives you that will to survive, can make a difference, and it might explain the mystery of how sometimes people get shot with a superficial wound and die, and other people take multiple rounds in vital organs and live. So remember, I'm going home tonight. Now, what I like about Homeland Security 3 steps or strategies for active shooter is they're easy to remember. In fact, if you've never heard them, I bet you can guess them. In fact, we're going to do that right now. I've got 15 seconds on the clock. I want you, when I say go, turn to someone next to you, have a quick speed interview, and this is your question. What would you guess are the 3 strategies for active shooter? Get ready, get set, and go! Oh, yeah! Oh, man! Betty, give me one. What do you think it is? Oh, yes, I like it. What do you all think?
Lie down.
Oh, I love that. Oh, yes, what do you think? What's one?
Running high.
Okay. Oh, time. Where does that time go? Okay. Okay, so let's see what you came up with. What would you guess would be, who's got one? Someone raise their hand so I can see who's talking. Yes. Play dead. Well, that's not one, but that's a pretty good one, you know. I like that. In fact, you know what? That was so good. You know what, audience, give her a hand. Junior police officer right here up in the house. Oh, yes. And listen, do not underestimate the power of this sticker. If a cop pulls up, tell him, back up, junior police officer right here. Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Okay, who else has got one? What's one? Yes, ma'am. Run. Oh, she's got one. Listen, they took a picture of me. They put on a pen. It's kind of like having a popo in your pocket, and I've been told it draws a thin blue line. So there you go. Yes, one is run. What's another one? Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, now that you see that I'm giving out pens, you want to... License to carry is not one, but you know what? I'll tell you something with burglars, and by the way, The number one fear of a burglar is a homeowner with a gun. So that is a very good one, license to carry. What else? One of the three. Who's got one? Oh, hide, Kelly, you got it. It is hide. And we need one more. Who's got the last one? Attack. Oh, yes, it is. So it is run, hide, and fight. Excellent.
I mean, he just has such an energy about him and a way of presenting that I'm hearing a take-home message. This talk was 45 minutes, but I'm still having points that I remember that most talks I hear from people I don't remember. But Officer Bianez was just great at driving home a message of saving my life and my children's.
Great public speaker, really kept the crowd engaged, and I thought we all learned a lot of information that'll be very beneficial to all of us and for our safety.
He's hilarious, first of all, which makes the subject matter much easier to remember and listen to, and he's just engaging and so funny and makes a hard topic really fun to listen to, which is unusual.
I loved his presentation. He was so entertaining and just energetic and relevant to, I feel like, what we as moms are dealing with, especially since we have so many kids in tow and we're juggling a lot of stuff. I think it's easy to become somebody who is an easy target, and just the way he presented, walking us through how to not be that. So.
The presentation today was entertaining, engaging, informative. I think it was great. I mean, he kept everyone, engaged and listening the whole time, sprinkled in some humor, but definitely, serious information and something for all of us to learn and take away from.
Phenomenal speaker. I would absolutely recommend him. He's got to be on everybody's must list because he's fantastic. Yeah.
Highly recommend. This is actually my third time seeing him, and I was the one that was really wanting him to come here, and I've heard a ton of people rant and rave already, so we're so glad that he was able to make it.
So let's start with this run. I have a question for you. How far do you run? Right. We're going to run as far as we can. Specifically, we're going to run until we're safe. We are going to run until we are out of the kill zone. Question, if you had an option between running and hiding, which would be the best? Yes. If there's any way possible to run, you're going to run. You're only going to hide if you can't run. But let me emphasize this. We're not hiding and hoping that he doesn't come in. We're doing something much better. We are hiding and preparing. Preparing for what? Yes, in case he does come in. So we're locking doors. We are pushing heavy objects to barricade that door, making it more difficult to breach. We are getting out our personal weapons. If we don't have weapons, we're improvising weapons. Let's say we're at an office space. Someone call out something that could be used in an office space. Kitchen knife, scissors, letter opener, yes. Excellent. Now, why are we getting these weapons? Just in case we need the last strategy, which again is to fight. Question, if we have to fight, what level of effort are we putting in? We are fighting as if our life depends on it, because it does. Remember this, that what is the missing step? I said you get police officer on scene, but in run, hide, fight, it's not there. So what's the other step we need? Yeah, call 911. You want to call 911 as soon as it's safe to do so.
Officer Bianez, he's so smart, he's so funny, he's energetic. From the moment he gets on stage, he gets your attention like that. A lot of things learned today. Very good seminar. I'm going to share that with my family today.
I thought today's presentation by Officer Bianez was just fantastic. I've never been to a personal safety seminar in any way, so I wasn't sure quite what to expect, but the entire hour and a half that we were here was just extremely engaging. It was really, really funny, and I learned a whole lot from it. So I really appreciate it.
Awesome, fantastic. I've never been in a session like that, but today's session was not only informative, but he's the coolest cop I've ever seen. A lot of information today I'm going to go and share with my family, but I feel more safer. I feel that I learned a lot, which I've never have learned if he was not here. But again, thank you, officer. But it's an awesome session. I would never forget this, and I'll invite him again somewhere in the community or back in the office again. Thank you.
So remember, have that survivor mindset. I'm going home tonight. Remember that acting immediately and decisively can make the difference. And follow those 3 steps. If it's at all possible, you're going to run. If you can't, you're going to hide. And if you have to, you're going to fight. if you will prepare this mentally and then do it if you need to, you have increased the odds that yes, indeed, you are ready in the event of an active shooter. My name is Chris Bianez. It's been an honor to be with you today. Thank you so much. It's exciting and rewarding to help individuals increase their confidence, to understand how criminals select their targets, and what to do to not fit that victim profile. Leaders understand that people are their most valuable assets. They also know that safety issues affect the bottom line in morale, absenteeism, and lost productivity. The good news is safety can be taught. It begins with our time together. I'm going to teach you and your people that it's everyone's responsibility to keep our organizations and communities safe. Because your people are the eyes and ears in the organization, but they need the confidence that training provides so that if they see something, they'll say something. Having delivered thousands of programs to hundreds of thousands of individuals, I can tell you that people are reluctant, in fact, terrified to call 911. Numerous meeting planners and attendees have come up to me after the program and expressed how much more likely they are to call 911 after having a police officer in the flesh tell them that it's okay. In our time together, you will learn important rules and strategies that will increase your safety walking out the door and can keep you safer throughout your lives.